It's clear that Putin goes out of this crisis weakened, but a weaker Putin is a greater danger.
This mutiny of last weekend will also have aftershocks that we will see. The more it is important that we double down on the support for Ukraine, be it military capability or financial support, very important to be here consistent.
Everything remains unclear what has happened, who were behind this attempt of a military upheaval, military rebellion. Some generals has been arrested, so I suppose that Putin will be in a cleaning mode internally and a more assertive mode. Ukraine has to continue being supported. The only answer that we can do to whatever happens in Russia is to continue supporting Ukraine. Putin has lost the monopoly of force, and certainly unstable Russia becomes also a risk. Until now, we were looking at Russia as a threat because it was force, and force has been used in Ukraine. Now we have to look at Russia as a risk because of the internal instability.
We are the neighbor of Belarus, and we are extremely concerned about the developments in Belarus. Prigozhin is already there. Probably, I cannot say it by 100%, but this is very likely that he is already there. The fighter groups, or these serial killers, I call them like this, they could be and emerge in Belarus at any moment, and nobody knows when they could turn against us.
Yes, we have 1,300 kilometers common border with them. We have taken care of it. But of course, now it's EU border and also NATO border. And we don't know exactly what is happening in Russia in the near future or in future. That's why we have to strengthen our border.
Of course, we keep a wary eye on everything that occurs in Belarus, with Prigozhin there and an unknown number of very trained and skilled fighters who presumably will be joining him. That does potentially pose a threat. The threat would probably not be a frontal military threat, but the threat of attempted infiltration into Europe for unknown purposes. So that means we need to heighten our border awareness and make sure that we can control that.